What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to be back producing you guys with content, whether it's free or whatnot. You guys know how much I love to give you guys content and stuff like that. And today I'm going to give you guys an updated strategy and just kind of show you guys what I'm working with here, how I'm been absolutely printing money recently. So I'm super excited to be back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the channel, share the video, and let's actually get into it. But as you guys can see on the screen, I am using support and resistance. I've always been a support and resistance key level trader. The way I've traded key levels has been different in my past and stuff like that, and I still do have several ways I trade key levels, but recently I've been using a lot of support and resistance, and it has absolutely been printing me money. So there's a couple things I'm going to outline in today's video. Today, I'm going to show you what is support and resistance, as you guys can see on this screen right now, the results it's produced me over the past few months and weeks here, and then I'm going to show you a way and a little trick that I have that I get the best key levels and the best support and resistance zones every single day. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that because, yeah, this is a little trick that I use to essentially almost win every trade. I don't win every trade, but you guys will see what I mean here in a second. So let's actually start with what support and resistance is. So support and resistance is just areas where price tried to break through but continued to not be able to break through it, could not make new highs or new lows. So what do we have here? We have an area of support. Why? Because price tried to break through here and couldn't and bounced up. It came back down to this area right here, tried to break through the area again, but no, stopped at this line again. What do we see right here? Another bounce at this area right here where it just couldn't make newer lows and continued to bounce up. That is our area of support. Price tried but couldn't. Same thing with resistance, just think of it backwards. We have an area right here where price tried to make new highs. Absolutely not. Bang, down to the downside here. Came back up here, tried to make new highs and go back up here. Nope, down to the downside again. Back up here, tried again. Nope, tried again. Nope. So it's just an area where price is failing. You're failing to make new lows. You have an area of support. Support line is supporting price. It's not letting it bounce through there. It's only continuing to reject off of it. Same thing with resistance. So hopefully you guys get the understanding and the idea, and these are areas that you can look to take trades off of. So if you continue to see price bouncing off this area here, it comes back down to this area, you can say, okay, well, if it bounces off of it again, clearly I want to be in this trade because, you know, history tends to repeat itself. It's the saying I like to use for support and resistance trading. So let's go on TradeZella here. This is my month of October so far. We did take our first loss in weeks yesterday, but if we go to the month of September here, look at this month of September. We had one loss in the months of September, and even started off the first day of October with a banger and just lost yesterday for the first time. But look at this month of September. It's an absolute banger. Like, I want to show you guys some of the trades that I'm taking. You know, I have my journaling here. I mean, these are, like, look at how these lines produce themselves in support resistance. These are the ways that I am looking to take trades. Bounces off these areas of support and resistance. So these are the results, guys. Absolutely insane. I'm going to get into the charts and actually explain the trick that I use to mark out these levels every single day, and then I'm going to actually show you some back testing so you guys can understand what I am doing when I'm entering these trades and positions and when I'm creating these lines. So let's head into the charts and I can show you guys the trick that I'm using every single day. Alright guys, so here we are on the charts now, and this is NASDAQ. I also trade gold. These are the two pairs I trade, NASDAQ and gold. And so you might look at these charts and be like, well, Jake, how am I supposed to know where to mark good levels? You know, I'm marking my key levels, but I keep getting stopped out because they're not valid levels. I have no clue, you know, how to mark good levels, etc. Well, I have that problem solved for you guys, and I use this trick every single day to mark off these levels. So comment down below what you think about this trick and if you would indulge in this. So I have my own custom indicator. Now, before you lose your mind on me, oh my gosh, he trades with a custom indicator, just let me explain. Let me explain how awesome this is and how amazing this is. So this is my own custom indicator. I've partnered with Flux Charts and they've created it for me based on the way I trade every single day. So let's go over this indicator. If we turn this on right here, these zones are printed off for us practically just how they should be. We have bounces off this area here, bounces off this area here. So what does it do? It prints us a zone. We have bounces off the area here, bounces off the area here. So what does it do? Print us a zone. We have price bounce off this area here, off this area here. So what does it do? It creates us a zone. And then what we can do is when price comes up again, we can actually look to take a trade off the area. You could target the next level right here And look at that. That's a bang bang trade. All because this level was printed for us. And the best part of it is, if we go into settings here, we can adjust everything. We can adjust the length, you know, how many zones we want. We can see how many time frames and stuff like that. We can mix the time frames. We can change them to lines. Say you don't like zones. Well, there we go. We have lines now. Bang, just like that. So that's if there's so many things you can do with this indicator every single day that will print you the best support and resistance zones. Let me show you guys a quick example of this. This was a trade that I took on Tuesday, and as you guys can see up here, I net profited over $3,000 for the day. Well, what do you see here? Me taking a trade off a line right here with an indicator input right there. What did this indicator do for me? Printed me a line to take a trade and make over $3,000 on. So yeah, this indicator works. You guys know I've done nothing but preach the truth and the gospel to you. This indicator works. And the best part about it is you can check the link in my description and you can have access to this indicator. Let me show you guys the landing page. So if you click the link in the description as well the comments, this is the landing page that you will get taken to. You will see that these key levels are printed. It's an amazing landing page. It explains everything. We're running a discount right now where you can get it for $22 per month. $22 a month to have an indicator that'll print you probably thousands per month. Okay? So yeah, it's pretty insane. Now I want to get back to the charts and I'll show you some more stuff. Now here we are on gold. So here's an example I want to show you guys. You guys may be saying, wow, that's a lot of zones. I don't know if I can trade zones that are that tight together. And I don't blame you. I hate trading zones that are this tight as well. Well, easy fix. If we go down here onto the settings, we go to swing length, and let's just say we up it to 30. Bang. Look what it does. It limits the zones and it gives us valid zones. Let's say we want to do it again. Let's say that's not enough zones. Let's try 24. Let's do 24 zones. 24 will give you a little bit more. But you guys see what I'm saying, okay? You guys see what I mean? This indicator is very well plotted with valid zones. You can adjust it to lines or zones, whatever you want, and it'll give you the best levels that you can trade with. So now the next thing I want to do is actually head on to TradeZella, show you how I backtest so you guys can understand what I am looking for when I take these positions on a daily basis. I will see you guys on the backtesting charts. So on TradeZella, they don't actually have a tab where you can put custom-made indicators on your backtesting. So I'm not going to be able to have the indicator here while I am backtesting. But I will show you guys my emotions, what I look for when I enter a trade, and I will plot these levels myself because you still have to have, you know, good analysis in trading. You can't rely on an indicator for everything. Sure, that indicator helps me so much, and I'm so beyond grateful for it, and I recommend you guys get it as well. But we still have to know some technical analysis. So I'll plot these levels myself and I'll show you guys everything that I'm looking for when I'm looking to enter a trade. So let's get started here. It's about 9:20 on a Wednesday, October 7th. We are backtesting. Let's go ahead and plot some lines where price couldn't make it above. Bang, we had touch there, couldn't make it. Touch there, couldn't make it. Let's plot another one. Okay, we had touch there, touch there. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's go through, run through it here. Okay. We have an area here that's now created. Okay, we'll look to enter a trade here. Let's explain why. We never know. We could lose this trade, but let's explain why. Price right here tried to come down, but couldn't. What does that make? An area of support. Okay, so what does price now do? It comes back and retests the area again and rejects off of it, giving us bullish volume. So not only do we have an area of support that was created by here because price couldn't make it back down here, but price came, retested that area, validated that area of support again by rejecting off of it, and we will look with bullish volume to take it back to the upside. So let's go ahead and enter this position and let's see what we get here. We're going to get stopped out, and that is completely fine, guys. I'm willing to show you the transparency as we get stopped out. So let's actually move on to the next day here, and let's see what we get again. All right, guys, so here we are on the next day. Hopefully we can actually get a trade. The past few days after that loss we just took was just choppy price action. So let's actually see if we can get a trade here. So I've marked out all my levels. We have bounces here, here, and here. Well, we can even mark out this area down here. So we have all our levels with bounces marked off, as you guys can see, where price tried and failed. So let's see what we get. All right, so price dumps. We got market open right here. Price is going above. Okay. So this is what I like to see. We have an area that rejects multiple times right here. So clearly it's a clear area of support. And price tried again to break above, but gave us 2 bearish hammer rejection candles, as well as an engulfing candle to the downside. So I will go ahead and let's try to target as much as we can. We'll manage the trade, but let's go ahead and enter a short here. Let's see what we get. Okay, there we go. So that's what I mean when I look for these entries. I look for volume to die off at these levels, for price to give us volume as well to the side we want to see, as well volume dying off as well. So see, we had a big bullish move to the upside. Price died off with 2 weak volume candles and then gave us volume in a candle that we wanted to see. So I showed you 1 losing trade and 1 winning trade, both the same strategy, both the same things that I'm looking for. So guys, that is going to conclude the video. I want to thank you all for being here. I genuinely appreciate it. I'm happy to be back sharing content with you guys and presenting you guys with this amazing opportunity. Do not forget, the link to this indicator will be in the description. I showed you how valid these levels are, how you can alter the indicator to your liking, only for $22 a month to give you an indicator that will potentially make you thousands per month. You got to invest in yourself to, push for something. That's like college too. You got to pay tuition to get that degree. It's the same thing in trading. And this is $22 a month. I don't want to bill you guys $60, $70, $80 a month like all these other creators are. $22 a month, you can get an indicator that literally will plot these levels for you on a daily basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the indicator website. The link will be in the description and the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys. Christ loves you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.